Hey, it's Ronnie Sandlin over here at the School of Hidden Knowledge, and I'm here working in my studio. I've been working on a lot of the videos for the education course. I'm getting a lot of feedback from people that are in the course and that want certain videos, tutorials, and so I've been in here working. But it's got me thinking a lot about being an entrepreneur, what it means to be an entrepreneur, because I think that term, being an entrepreneur, gets thrown around a lot, and I think it's actually been misused because people actually don't know what the definition of being an entrepreneur is. So actually here, let me read you the exact definition of entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur is a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses on greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. Now, I hear this term entrepreneur get thrown around by people that, quite frankly, aren't entrepreneurs. They're not hiring people. They're not taking huge financial risks, and that's fine. Look, we all don't start off as entrepreneurs. Okay. In fact, I actually think that before you become an entrepreneur, you're in hustle mode, right? So you're a hustler. So a hustler is somebody that is working for himself, usually, maybe has a small one or two few people, but usually working for himself, and he's hustling, going in there, closing deals. And that's actually what I think most people who call themselves are entrepreneurs are actually in the hustle category. They're the hustle, and I don't mean hustler in a way that you're hustling people in a negative way. I mean that you're not an entrepreneur yet because you're not a person who organizes a business or businesses taking on normal financial risks in order to do so, and hires people. Okay, and that's fine. I found that I just became an entrepreneur. I've been a hustler for most of my what I would consider an entrepreneurial journey. And I just became an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody that hires people, takes on significant risk. And here's another term that I hear people throw around they're definitely not this term, and that term is being a capitalist. So let me describe the definition for capitalist for you. Let's see what this thing is. A wealthy person who uses money to invest in trade for profit in accordance with the principles of capitalism. Okay, so I see a lot of people say, well, I'm a capitalist. Well, are you? Are you a wealthy person who invests in trade and industry for profit in accordance with capitalism? So those are more people that have large amounts of wealth, that are investing their wealth. Okay, that's not being an entrepreneur. It's different than being an entrepreneur. Okay, so I actually think that that's the path. We start out as hustlers. If we're good, we graduate to entrepreneurs, and if we're amazing, we graduate to capitalists. Right? And here's the one up level. If you're incredible, you one up to philanthropist, where you've played the game so well. Your happiness isn't from the game itself, but it's how you've been able to play the game to help out the world. And to me, that's the ultimate goal. To me, that's the ultimate goal, to go from hustler to entrepreneur, from entrepreneur to capitalist to philanthropist. So right now, I'm an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur, I'm hiring people. I'm taking significant financial risk in order to build businesses. I would love to be a capitalist. So capitalist, the next step for me to be a capitalist would be, okay, well, I've built up all these businesses. I've sold a few businesses, and now I want to invest in other people's businesses. So a capitalist would be more like a angel investor. That's a capitalist, somebody that's using their capital to realize financial gain off of other businesses and trades and industry, right? So entrepreneur, one step below that, which is a great place to be, right? Significant financial risk in multiple businesses, usually multiple businesses, but say it's one, but significant financial risk. That means hiring people and paying salaries and, taking a more than usual financial risk. So I would say more than usual is more than $100,000, right? So ask yourself, are you a hustler? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a capitalist? Or are you a philanthropist? And I actually want to give you one up level from that. If you're fucking really good, you can be a capitalist, you can be an entrepreneur and a philanthropist, right? So look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a company. He's an entrepreneur. He's somewhat capitalist, so he's in the capitalist spectrum, but he's more entrepreneur than he is capitalist, right? But he's more philanthropist than he is capitalist. So he's an entrepreneur philanthropist. So just because you're one doesn't mean you're not the other. But what you want to do is lift yourself out of hustler. Because hustler, if you're still a hustler, if you're still you just grinding through trying to make it work, that's not the spot to be at. Okay? You want to at least graduate to an actual real entrepreneur. Okay? So I'll leave you with that. Leave your thoughts, questions, concerns, comments below, because I think this is an interesting conversation.